Oh, and this is Theme Park Squib, and welcome to the first of 2018, the Fright Show. Yes, the show has had its Halloween makeover for 2018, as it is the last week of September this week, and it's crazy to think, where has time gone? In about a month's time, all the parks will be closing. The Halloween is just around the corner here in the UK. It's already kicked off in the US. They already start halfway through September, and we start at the start of October. Last year at the end of September with Fright Nights a little bit earlier, but this year we're going to have to wait a little longer till October. This week we've got news and merchandise, and also Guess the Ride becomes Guess the Maze, and shout outs as well. Let's get into news. In news, we've got quite a lot to talk about, mainly about stuff for Halloween. Obviously, as Halloween is just round the corner. Firstly, just to say that Hocus Pocus Hall was announced last week that it will be getting sold to a buyer, and the buyer will be announced on the 17th of October. I will tell you who the buyer is in the show after that announcement. So the list of buyers, which they did post on social media, said some references to past Chessington World of Adventures attractions, including Professor Burp, Mr. R. Dodger for Roger the Dodger, who had his Dodgems, the Beano character. And also on there was Zap-O-Matic from the Fifth Dimension, and also Dennis the Menace was on there, a couple of old characters, and a witch. People are thinking that witch could be pointed to something, an IP related thing, but I love the little references to their past. If you haven't, go down into the little walkway from Black Buccaneer down there into the woods and look at the graves. Some of them have little jokes on, but 3 of them are references to past attractions, and go down there, check it out if you haven't, and see some past attractions getting hinted at. So the witch, people are thinking the Room and the Broom is coming to Chessington all year round. It could, they already have the licensing for that, it's another Julia Donaldson book, Gruffalo's one of them, and it does have a story time for Halloween in the Pandemonium show venue, which is returning for this year, so it could be, but I would really like an original idea, because I don't like another IP at Chessington. We've got Gruffalo, we need something original. We've got Tiger Rock, which was a really nice original idea, but we need another original property in there. I had the idea of maybe they'll bring Bubbleworks back, but for a walkthrough, but they probably will not do that. And others think it could be a historical walkthrough, because the Bernstub Mansion, which is where Hocus Pocus Hall was, there before even the zoo, so it could be a historical walkthrough through the zoo's past and Chessington's past, which will be a nice addition to the park. Also this week, a new scare attraction has been announced for Thorpe Park Fright Nights. This attraction will be called Dead Creek Woods, and will be brand new for 2018. So, Dead Creek Woods, you're going to go into a very nice tourist spot, which for this year has taken an apocalyptic turn. Journey your way through the woods and be lucky to escape those who weren't quick enough to escape the spreading infection. It's a Thorpe Park original thing, and basically what it is the zombie hunt attraction without the gun. So people did speculate the zombie hunt will be returning for Fright Nights, and it looks like it is returning without the guns and having a more in-depth story. It looks like it's been cut down. The final scene with the TP Safe Zone store has actually been turned into the first scene for Blair Witch this year, so it's probably going to start just part in the station where it did for Zombie Hunt and make its way down, and then just go out a little bit out back into the maintenance area just before you do get to that scene. And the ratings for this attraction, in the day it will have 2 skulls, and at night it will have 3 skulls, so quite a low rating for that one, as Zombie Hunt wasn't a thrilling attraction. Zombie Hunt was more an adventure, an interactive journey, which I really did enjoy, had a good interaction with some of the actors in there. But this looks like it's the same attraction without the guns. You'll walk through, and finally we can experience this attraction at night, so I will be doing that when I go to Thorpe Park Fright Nights. Also, all the Halloween events in America are now in swing, including Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights at Hollywood and Florida. This year 3 big names are there, including Halloween, Stranger Things and Poltergeist. And also Busch Gardens have got their Halloween going, and it looks like Halloween does start early. I would love to do Halloween out in the States, but I just haven't got time to do it. That's it for this week's news. Let's get into merchandise. Tweaking merchandise, I will show you a mug that I did pick up from my Florida trip back in 2016. Crazy. That's what inspired me to start this channel. I actually picked this up from the Disney warehouse in the retail park in Florida. I don't remember the name of the retail park, but if you want to get your cheap Disney merch, definitely go to that retailer, as they do have some old Disney merch. So it's this darkish blue mug, and it's got posters from some of the attractions at Magic Kingdom, but in their original style. So first you've got the Walt Disney World monorail system with that lovely picture on there, really nice artwork, and you can board at hotels and main entrance. These are all around the park under the train station. I just love these because they're so vintage and classic, getting that very old vibe to them. Next we have the Explore Enchanted Seas in the submarine voyage through liquid space into Tomorrowland. That attraction no longer exists. Love the artwork on there. It still does exist in California, but has a Finding Nemo theme. That was removed a couple of years ago in Tomorrowland at Disney. Next we have the Haunted Mansion with They'd Been Dying to Meet You at the Haunted Mansion, and in Horrifying Sight and Sound in New Orleans Square. Love the artwork through there. The three ghosts who are in the film. I have watched the film. And finally we have Space Mountain now in Storytonic Sound. Flights departing from Tomorrowland. That really old artwork for Space Mountain there. Such a classic ride. These are all classics. Most of them are still there except Submarine Voyage, but I really do like this mug as it captures the classic Disney feel. Let's get into, for the first time this year, Guess the Maze. Tweaking Guess the Maze, which is the takeover of Guess the Ride for Halloween. So the first Guess the Maze of 2018 is a scare maze, obviously. I don't know what else it could be. It could be a scare zone, but I probably wouldn't do that because it will throw off the title. So it's a maze that opened in 2010 as a year-round attraction. It did that until 2013, where it only opened for a week, then closed and was announced as a Halloween-only attraction. That's been running from Halloween up until now, and it actually was open for the summer holidays this year, and is returning for Halloween this year. If you know what it is, put it down in the comments down below, and you'll get a shout out in next week's shout out section of the show. Let's get into shout out. So let's get straight into the shout-outs. First we have the YouTube comments from Carl Livermore, Casper Studio 123 and Cygrant. Thank you for commenting. Next we have the Twitter likes and retweets from Theme Park Station, Theme Park Guide, Craig Toy and Kip Hakes. Thank you for liking and retweeting on Twitter. That's it for this week's episode. Make sure to check out all the other videos on my channel, and also Halloween is just around the corner and we're going to have so many vlogs. We're going to have a little break until October when the vlogs will be piling out, and I can't wait. We'll be going to 5 different Halloween events this year that I will announce in next week's show, which will be the big reveal of what attractions I'm going to next this Halloween. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, give me some feedback, any theme park related questions. Also don't forget to guess the maze, not the ride, as it's a maze now for Halloween. And also follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. That's it for this week's episode. Bye!